Okay, what's up everyone? Cardboard.Capitan here, and today I want to do a little variety video playback. Now, this game is a game I loved to play in my teenage years. I believe it came out around the end of middle school, around the beginning of high school for me, and I played it until maybe the end of college, a little bit past that, but I made a lot of friends playing this. It's one of my all-time favorite games to play. I used to play this all the time in the arcade. And, this is one of the first online games I played. And mainly, I'm not trying to do anything too advanced. I'm not playing anyone too good right now. Now, Dalvin, he's one of those characters that can potentially be good, but he has a very high skill ceiling. So right now I'm playing a very basic style, using his long normals to poke it in an enemy. And I'm using the assist Doom a lot. Now normally you'd see Doom on the rocks, and that's the anti-air assist. But right now I'm just focusing on controlling space, controlling the air with those photons, and controlling the ground with Dalvin. Well, Dr. Doom, he was one of my favorite characters to play growing up, just because, he wasn't as fast as Magneto, but he had mobility. He has like a 8-way air dash, flight mode, good normals, and I messed up the combo. So one of my favorite combos to do in this game, you do that series in the air with Dr. Doom. You air dash up forward, and then you do the photon super. Now, normally his air jumping medium kick, it raises the enemy up a little bit, so you have to air dash up forward so that all of the photons hit and you get maximum damage. The reason I picked this team, I eventually want to get real good with Dalvin. I never was a big Magneto player. I do play Storm, but I figured Dalvin's simple enough, and I can just get to using a joystick again, learning my movement and stuff like that. Cyclops, he's a pretty basic character also. He has great assists, first off, but he's also got great normals, good meter burn, with his super for chip damage. And I'm running a basic parent with Dalvin, so you see me calling assist, throwing out limbs, the roundhouse kick. It's a long-range anti-air, but I switch into Cyclops, and there I'm trying to do the infinite. So Cyclops, he has this infinite he can do off an air combo. Just basically, you time your normals so that you land first and then you relaunch. But as you can see, Cyclops, he's got great keep-away tools. He's got the Pierce Eye Bullet, and he can also turn Jab Optic Blast into a super. I don't know how that hit me when I got behind her, so that's kind of messed up. Now that Cyclone Kick, it will miss if the opponent is ducking, but that's the main combo on the ground. You do short roundhouse, Cyclone Kick for 2 hits into the double kick super, the core circle forward and 2 kicks. Now you can also do 1 hit of the Cyclone Kick and do the punch Optic Blast super, I believe the kick super has better follow-up after it. Alright, it's a Hulk. If you decide to pick this up, off Steam or PC, well, not PC, PS Network or Switch, and, you know, you're starting to play it out and you're wondering, hey, how do I get started? How do I play against people? I'm new, right? And then there's some people who've been playing this 20 plus years, right? And they will whoop you no matter how hard you try, right? And I think the very first thing is, you know, learn your movement. You see me, I'm using my space, right? So I'll poke from far away, I'll dash in, I use my super jumps. Just be comfortable with moving around on the screen, and once you get to a certain point, you'll stop thinking, oh, hey, I should jump here, I should normal jump, super jump, air dash here, whatever, right? You'll be more like, hey, I need to be in this position to attack the opponent. Now, with Hulk especially, for example, I want to be in upper left or the upper right side of the screen. Now, I know Hulk has a super that can punish if I'm right above him. He usually has good ground normals plus super armor. Just be aware of your positioning. Second off, learn the characters. This game, I believe it has 56 different characters. Now, if you grew up with the various Versus games, you might recognize some of them with Marvel superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and so on. And even then, there's some new technology, like Blackheart, for example. He gets 2 new supers from his Marvel vs. No, I take that back. He was in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. But he also gets a super cancel, right? So he can cancel his Inferno into Heart of Darkness. So, but new player, Sakura Ken Iron Man, same strategy, control the ground, punish air attempts, right? And that's another thing you'll learn as you play more characters. You'll learn about what you can and can't do versus certain characters. So, like, that's punishable. And I can't do a decent air combo with Dalgene worth anything. Opponents throwing a bunch of unsafe moves, like those Shoryukens, the super isn't safe unless I'm getting hit. Alright, right there, that should be into a super and taking out my Dalgene. So yeah, that's something else you should consider. You should have an idea of how much damage you do. I believe all of the characters in this game have the same health, the same damage. Oh, let me see if I can fix this too. I just noticed. Yeah, that's a bit off. All of the characters have about the same health, same damage, and so you have to consider your damage also. When to use your super meter, when to save it for another character. Also consider your DHCs. Oh, that's a lot at one point. So let me talk about DHCing real quick. DHC is when you start up a super with one character and then you go into a super with another character. A lot of the time you're using it to do more damage and change to the next character, but there's also specific scenarios where you might use it to punish a character with a faster super. So, for example, Iron Man, he has a proton cannon super, but it has a very long startup time. So what some players will do, so for example, Magneto, or Dalzim in my case, Magneto can do the Magnetic Tempest, Dalzim can do the Yoga with the 2 kicks, I forget the name of the super, but you use the quick startup of that time to DHC into a slower super, and then that proton cannon is instantaneous. Anyway, back to the match. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I probably should have just kicked him. I mistimed my DHC there. Almost had the infinite that time. Oh. So as far as which characters to play, you know, this game's been out for 20-some years. There's established god tier characters, Magneto, Storm, Sentinel, Cable to a degree, but he falls to the higher tier characters because they're able to use their air dashes to stay out of Cable's range and lame him out, and also use those air dashes to attack at certain angles that Cable has a hard time dealing with. When you're first just starting out in this game, just pick out who you think is cool. Most importantly, you want to pick characters that you're okay with losing with, because you're probably going to do that a lot. And that's how you learn in this game. You know, you gotta take your wins, you gotta take your losses. And there's plenty of content on YouTube and other sites where you can watch other players play certain characters. You know, I watch certain characters for Dalzim as I'm trying to pick them up. Alright, check him out. Now, if you're coming to this game from, like, say, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Marvel vs. Capcom 4, I'll say that this game isn't as punishing as those games. Okay, let me show you this cool trick right quick. I still got it. That felt so good. So, yeah, so what I just did there, you can spend one super, and while a character's in block stun, you can use a variable counter to use that team, another character's assist, and you can also cancel that assist into super. So you might see that, especially with Cable, as a way of doing quick air hyperlife. But okay, this is the only time in the video you're gonna see me use like a sweaty team. Magneto, Storm, Psylocke, that's one of the best teams in the game. Unfortunately, because the opponent picked Japanese, I have the flamethrower on Tron, and I always pick projectile. So I got metagame, I guess. Now, in my opinion, if you want to pick a good character that's easy to play, definitely pick Storm. Because he, compared to Magneto and other Iron Man, for example, she's got a good ease of execution. She can play keep away or rushdown style. Her combos aren't too hard. I messed up there. And she's good for either building up meter or using meter for Typhoon to Hailstorm.
I just can't believe it. You're amazing.
Alright, let's run it back. This time I'm going to be picking projectile assist. I think what I need to do, instead of trying to read everything, I'm going to be like, I need the blue assist with Tron. There you go. So the thing about projectile assist, it does a ton of damage. So you can sandwich the opponent between Tron and your character, and often get a huge combo off. There you go. There's the swag. There's the hailstorm. I wonder if I think I was trying to mash hard there, that's why lightning attacked up. But yeah, that's one of my favorite combos to do. There's a toss-up, talking about the sandwich. Massive damage, and that's a dead storm. Yeah, that's the thing about Storm. When she jumps up, she can manipulate her fall speed. So if you're jumping up and calling assist, you get an easy cross-up or an easy fake cross-up, and your opponent has to guess there. So, Doom, Storm, Tron. I thought I had one more video, huh? Let's see. I think this is part 2, part 3, part 4. There you go. Oh, that's it, huh? Alright, never mind. I'll save the rest of the videos I have for the next video. With that said, if you're trying to learn Marvel, let me know what you want to know. It's a game I have a lot of passion for. I played it a lot alongside Magic the Gathering in college. And, you know, I don't know if I'm going full sweat in the game, but you know, I'm gonna see how far I can get. I want to learn some new things. Even for a 20-year-old game, it's still got a lot to teach me, right? So, with that said, find me on X, Cardboard.Capitan. If you use Mockfield, if you're here for Magic, that's the info. I'll see you all next time.